stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hi guys, it's Sarah with Carousel Dream Vacations, and I wanted to come on today to talk to you a little bit about some of my favorite places at the Walt Disney Resort, and those are what I like to call the resorts that are on the monorail circuit of the resort. You see my ears today? I wanted to kind of show those off a little bit too. These are from a shop, an Etsy shop that I found. The name of the shop is actually called the Yellow Monorail. I had to get the Yellow Monorail ears for the Yellow Monorail shop, but it's fantastic, you guys. They've designed these ears. This is amazing. So they've got this, it's this headband that the headband is magnetic, and then the ears actually pop off. It's magnets in the ears. So once you have the headband, you can buy other sets of their ears and match them to your outfits. Same thing, the bows, they snap on and off of the headband. Isn't that ingenious? These kids are so awesome. And yeah, I've actually got a couple of sets of ears from them. So I just had to show that off because I'm wearing my monorail ears to talk about the resorts on the monorail circuit. So I had to be sure to include that. So I'm actually going to include a link to their Etsy shop in the description of my video. So I wanted to just let you know that too. So there are actually 3 resorts on what we call the monorail circuit. And those 3 resorts are the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian Village, and the Contemporary Resort. These are, we call them the monorail circuit because they literally have monorail stops inside of each building. There's a special lobby that gets off at every one of these resorts. So at the end of the day at the Magic Kingdom, when all you want to do is crawl into your bed, you're literally a 5-minute monorail ride away from your bed, which is just an amazing thing at the end of a long day at the Magic Kingdom. So these resorts are going to be a little bit of a premium price. They are all considered deluxe category resorts, but I'm here to tell you that that premium is well worth it. So just a little tiny bit about each resort. So first and foremost, the Grand Floridian. The theming of the Grand Floridian takes you to the Victorian era, turn of the century Victorian era. Not the turn of this last century, the century before that, the late 1800s, not the late 1900s. I'm not that old. Anyway, so you're there in the Victorian era. Theming is gorgeous. Lots inside. They do lots of special things in the lobby of this particular resort every year. At Christmas time, anytime you watch any of those Disney specials on TV, there's just this gigantic gingerbread house that they make, and they start working on that gingerbread house in like September, I think, something crazy like that. I'm going to do a whole video at some point about those special seasonal events that they've got going on, but the Grand Floridian is one of those places that there are some prime holiday special activities that go on. So something to check out for sure. Secondly, you've got the Contemporary Resort. The Contemporary was one of the originals that was built in 1971 when the Walt Disney World Resort opened. So again, one of the originals. It boasts sort of an ultra-modern feel, right? It's called the Contemporary because its goal is to stay contemporary. So even though it was built in 1971, it was an original, it still has a super modern feel, but it's also got some really amazing history, you guys. If you haven't actually just gone to the Contemporary just to kind of check it out, I recommend that everybody does that at some point. Just take a monorail ride through the lobby of this resort. It's absolutely stunning. There is a 90-foot tall mural that was made by the Disney legend Mary Blair. If you guys don't know who Mary Blair is, you absolutely should. You got to get brushed up on your Disney trivia, but she is responsible for the look and feel of It's a Small World, among other things, among all of your favorite classic Disney movies and all of that too. But It's a Small World was largely Mary Blair's responsibility. So you're going to see a lot of her, that influence. You're going to see a lot of similarities between this gigantic mural and It's a Small World. So I highly recommend taking a ride just to see that. And then finally, probably my favorite resort of all time is the Polynesian Villas. It's there to help you celebrate the spirit of the South Pacific. There are beautiful palm trees everywhere. You just walk in and you smell it. I actually purchased a candle that smells like the lobby of the Polynesian. That's how wonderful it is. You just walk in, you smell the beautiful exotic flowers. There are amazing flavors at the restaurants that they have here at the Polynesian. Just absolutely stunning places. But one of the coolest things about this resort is if you really, really wanted to go all out for your vacation here, they actually have overwater bungalows that you can stay on. These are going to be like the top of the top, the premium sorts of places, but they do boast all of these at-home amenities too. So they've got private bedrooms, an room washer and dryer, a kitchen, lots of options if you really wanted to make a stay of this. So I absolutely recommend that. Now, again, I've mentioned a couple of times that yes, these 3 resorts are going to be in the deluxe category, which means you're going to be paying a little bit more money to stay at them. But here's why I'm telling you that it's worth it. You are literally a monorail stop away from the Magic Kingdom or the Ticket and Transportation Center, which then takes you off to Epcot. So you are right there. You are in the middle of the action. Even if you're staying, at the one at a resort that's furthest from the Magic Kingdom, you're still no more than 4 stops away from the Magic Kingdom. And it's just a really nice way to ride in style. So you've got the distance factor is sort of eliminated, and there are a lot of transportation options throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. It's one of the things that is kind of amazing about staying there, is that they've kind of got those systems really figured out well. But the monorail happens to be one of my favorite ways to go. If you can just be a couple of stops away from your room, that's huge. That sort of convenience comes in really handy if you are a family that's got small children. I have 2 kids. I've got a 7-year-old son and a 6-month-old daughter. And I know that the next time I go, definitely for my daughter, I'm going to have to take her and we're going to have to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon. Not all kids, not all adults can just go full speed ahead. The older I get, the more I appreciate a nap in the afternoon after you've been in the Florida sun for so long. So just the fact that you can take a little break in the middle of the day and you are steps away from your room is huge. So it's not just convenient for your, end of the day stuff. It's great for the middle of the day too. If you've been walking around in the heat, go take a break in the pool. There's nothing better than that. Take a break in the pool, take a nap. It's really a huge convenience. Again, if you're with families with tiny kids, that's absolutely worth it. One of the other amazing things about staying on the Monorail Circuit is that these resorts actually also offer extended evening hours. Now, these extended evening hours are not something that you can get at every single resort. Right now, it's something that's typically only available to the guests that are staying at deluxe resorts properties or for Disney Vacation Club members. So I will tell you, I had the pleasure of staying at the Polynesian at our last visit, and we took advantage of the extended evening hours. And although I cannot promise that this is going to be everybody's case, I will never forget, we stepped off of the Pirates of the Caribbean, walked out, and Adventureland was empty. You guys, it was 3 of us. We were only 3 at the time. We didn't have the baby, but it was incredible to walk out and just hear the ambient music around an empty Adventureland. That was really something to behold, let me tell you. One other thing that's really incredible about these resorts, or I guess many things, depending on how you want to look at it, is that every single one of these resorts on the Monorail Circuit has outdoor activities to take advantage of. This is not something that's necessarily going to be available at every resort. Now, every one of the resorts at the Walt Disney World property has their own pool, of course, but at these places, there are a few different options that you've got too. So some of these include, yes, pools. There are also poolside cabanas that you can rent at a couple of these resorts. You guys, there are boat rentals. Did you know that you could rent boats on the Walt Disney World Resort property? Isn't that incredible? You can do boat rentals. There are movies under the stars. There's a jogging path that's available. Basketball courts, campfire activities are available at these locations. And then because you're right there on the water, you can actually also go fishing. Did you know that you can go fishing? If that's your thing, how incredible is it that you can go fishing at Walt Disney World? I didn't know that until recently, and it's something that I don't know that enough people really take advantage of. So really, I guess my biggest point about staying at these deluxe resorts, staying on the Monorail Circuit, is that even though you're paying a premium for them, it's an opportunity for you to have a more holistic vacation experience. If you're the type of family that, you're not necessarily there just to visit parks, you're not necessarily there to go, 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 go. If you want to really take your time and kind of savor your vacation, staying at one of these resort properties is absolutely the way to do it. Again, take a day and instead of going to the park, maybe just spend some time at the pool or go fishing or spend some time, on a pontoon boat. There's pontoon boats for rent. If you've got an anniversary or some kind of a special event that you're celebrating, why not do that on the deck of a pontoon boat right from your resort? How incredible is that? And this is something, again, I can't stress this enough. When you are planning your vacations, keep in mind that your time is worth a lot too. Of course, your money, you want to get the most bang for your buck, but staying at one of these resorts truly allows you to do that if you are in need of being able to just kind of slow it down and enjoy yourself. So I can't recommend that enough. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for listening in on my excitement here today. And be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. You can find me, so again, Carousel Dream Vacations. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. My website is carouseldreamvacations.com. You can also email me, sarah@carouseldreamvacations.com, with any other questions about, if you wanted to ask more questions about these deluxe resorts, if you want to schedule a 30-minute vacation consultation for a discovery call, I'm happy to do that as well. But I will keep the content coming. Guys, again, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and go make your magic. Have a great day.